What a show. Ladies and gentlemen, do not adjust your set. I am Hitman Cos, and welcome to your official review for Crown Jewel. And of course, I'm not alone in this endeavor. Please welcome, as always, the humble man, Gary. Gary, welcome to the contracts.
Yo, what's good, my man, Cos, man?
And shit, man, ready to get into this?
Hell yeah, let's do this shit,
Alright, now before we get into this, there's a bit of news that we do need to go over. And first off, unfortunately, we have some unfortunate news that I'm sure everybody has heard. And unfortunately, Jacob Fatu is injured. And unfortunately, the injury is bad enough that he might be out for the year. I mean, this sucks because he just started a feud with Drew McIntyre, you know.
Exactly.
And honestly, I thought they were gonna have a fire ass feud with some great matches, but now all that.
Me too.
But now all that just come to a crashing halt, you know. But unfortunately, the injuries come with the territory of professional wrestling.
Right.
So, with that, we say, Jacob Fatu, we really wish it didn't happen to you, but we wish you a very, very speedy recovery, and can't wait to see you back in the ring. Now, Humble Man, did you see SmackDown?
Nah, man, dude.
Never mind. We ain't gonna talk about that then. Never mind. Now, there's one last more business that we need to talk about that I'm pissed about. That once again, you fucking crown eaters just don't fucking learn. I don't understand it with y'all. Now, for those y'all that don't know why I'm so mad, it's because once again, CM Punk had to take to social media to address these fucking crown eaters that don't even deserve to call themselves fans, who insist on stalking WWE superstars, that insist on stalking wrestlers in the fucking airport, hotels, their homes. Like, bro, what the fuck, man? What's wrong with y'all?
Exactly.
Like, I know we've addressed this two times already, but honestly, correction. We're gonna keep addressing this until y'all fuckers get it, man.
That's right.
Like, dude, these people, they're human, just like us, just like you, just like me, just like the humble. They are human. I don't care.
That's right.
I don't care how larger than life they may look, they're still human, and as such, they deserve basic human decency. And that does not include you stalking them at the fucking hotel room between shows, freaking at airports when they're trying to catch a flight. Like, dude, what the fuck? And especially not at the hotels, because freaking they're literally trying to fucking relax during the crazy ass work schedule. Come on now. And then at the airport, like, who's to say that young niggas fuck around and they miss their flight? What then? Huh?
Exactly.
And young niggas just don't get the obvious fact that they don't want, like, CM Punk, he doesn't want to have to be forced to make messages like this. He doesn't want to do none of that. He wants he wants to be interactive with y'all. He wants to hang out with y'all. But you guys keep, but you crown these all keep ruining it for everybody, man.
Exactly, man.
Like, it's literally the reason why with Rhea Ripley, she refuses to freaking sign autographs anymore.
Exactly.
Because the nigga swarming her. Hell, freaking, actually with Rhea Ripley, we just talked about this with her, I think for WrestlePalooza, where niggas mobbed her and shit as she was trying to get to her lift.
Exactly. Exactly.
But seriously, man, y'all gotta do better. Just seriously, do better. Now on to Crown Jewel. First off, WWE is cold-blooded for what they did to start the show, in which, keep in mind, Crown Jewel was in Australia, but they felt the need to have the singer sing the Star Spangled Banner. They legit trolled Australia by having the singer sing our national anthem. And to the surprise of nobody, she got booed. But the reason why I say that everybody was trolling was because immediately afterwards she was singing the Australian national anthem, which the crowd cheered and then was singing along to it.
Right.
Anyways, to start things off, we have Bronson Reed versus Roman Reigns. Now, I must say, part of me was a little disappointed in Perth for not giving Bronson Reed the hero's welcome that he deserves, because sure, he's a heel, but he's from Australia, you know?
Exactly.
Y'all ought to be cheering him.
Exactly.
But and for me, what I found the most the most annoying / infuriating was the fact that they were already chanting for Roman during Bronson Reed's entrance. Like, are you joking? Come on, man.
Come on, my boy. Come on, they love Roman. They love my boy Roman.
Nah, fuck that. There's no excuse, man. It was during the entrance, man. Freaking wait till the entrance is over before you'll start cheering for the opponent.
Oh my God.
And then, on top of that, during the match, the crowd was all over Bronson Reed when again they shouldn't have. Friggin' calling him a wanker. And they were chanting, "Fuck you, Bronson." Like, come on.
They love my boy Roman, man.
There's no excuse. He's the hometown hero. He deserves the hero's welcome. Anyways, you know, on to the match itself. It was we had a pretty good one going. I do like that they brought the some cricket stuff out. As in my opinion, a little shout out to Australia. Now, I'm not a cricket kind of guy, but I am aware of it. But you know, it is what it is.
All
Man.
right.
And I also appreciated that Roman freaking pulled out rugby balls and was using those too. And I know, and my Australian brethren, I apologize for sounding ignorant with what I'm about to say next, but rugby balls look like American footballs. Well, technically American and Canadian footballs, like the way it's shaped, it looks like it.
That's right. Right, my man.
And I will admit, Roman did make me laugh when he was throwing the rugby balls at Paul Heyman.
I knew he was gonna say that. That shit was hilarious.
But back to the cricket. Then I think Roman pulled out a cricket bat and hit Reed with it, but Reed did return the favor.
Right.
Nah. And during the match, as I correctly predicted, there was interference from Braun Breaker.
Right.
And how it started was that Bronson Reed was outside the ring, and he was outside the ring, in which Roman and Breaker do the whole running around the ring and then spearing them thing. But here's the thing. Roman was running. I mean, not Roman. Yeah. Roman was running, but he couldn't complete it. Because the second he turned the corner, bam! In comes Braun Breaker, spearing the shit out of him.
My God.
And then they stick the knife inside even further when they hit the triple power bomb, even though it's only two of them, on the Roman through the announce table. Now the reason why I say triple power bomb is because Shield, Roman, you get my drift, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Then we had the Usos come out, despite Roman specifically telling them not to come out. But you gotta understand. But you have to understand the Usos' hands were tied. It was either listen to Roman and let him get his ass kicked for the rest of the match, or come down and save him.
Right.
And at first things were going good. They got the upper hand. Usos hit the 1D to Braun Breaker.
Exactly.
But things quickly turned back into this and back against them, where they tried to hit the double loose, but Bronson Reed pushed Jimmy off the top rope, and Braun Breaker yanked Jay off the top rope and hit him with the double knee gutbuster.
Right.
Then Braun Breaker speared Jimmy Uso through a table that was set up in the corner.
Right.
No. He speared him through the barricade. My bad.
Yeah, he did through the barricade.
Then
That was.
Then, as for the table that was in the corner initially, Roman was set to spear Bronson through it. However, Braun Breaker was able to get up to the apron, and that distracted Roman. So then he hit a Superman punch to knock Breaker off the apron. To which then this pretty much allows Bronson Reed to pick Roman up on his shoulders, and he was gonna hit him with Jagged Edge, which is his Death Valley driver. To which then,
yes, sir.
Yeah. To which then Roman slides off of him, and then Jay comes running to spear to spear Bronson Reed. However, Bronson sees him coming and sidesteps him, and instead Jay spears Roman through the table. Oh my God. I can't lie. I was so shocked when this happened. But this was the beginning of the end for Roman, because then Breakker then speared Jay, and then finally Bronson Reed hit the tsunami, and Bronson Reed has defeated Roman Reigns.
And that's crazy too.
And then after Bronson and Breakker left, Roman proceeded to yell at the Usos, where pretty much he did a he pretty much yelled at them because they didn't listen to him when he said not to come out. And then on top of that, he also mentioned that he wanted to win this on his own, to shut people up.
Right, that's crazy.
And then,
for real.
And the crowd was trolling the Usos the whole time, where they were chanting someone's in trouble and shit like that. And they were chanting you fucked up, and they were chanting you fucked up. But that's not the worst that happened. The worst that happened was Roman telling them both that he didn't want to see them till Christmas. To hell with Thanksgiving. He didn't want to see them till Christmas. And
yeah, that's crazy.
And I'm like, and now first off, once again, it's once again been proven, Roman has not changed a bit. Only thinking of himself. Now, anyways, after Roman left, now the Usos were arguing amongst each other, in which Jay was finally opening his eyes once again, realizing that Roman hadn't changed. And once again, it's funny how I gotta say this, and I know they'll never say it just because one of them isn't on TV because he's injured, and the other has nothing to do with them because he's on SmackDown. But Drew McIntyre and Kevin Owens were right again.
Right.
But anyways, after that, Jay, the Usos arguing, and then finally Jay walks out on Jimmy. And once again, the main OG bloodline is in tatters. Is in tatters.
Yep.
Now,
crazy.
honestly, I don't know where this is gonna lead, but man,
I'd love to see.
It was certainly wild as hell, yo.
Yeah, it was.
Man, but honestly, what it still has me filled with the whole I don't want to see y'all till Christmas thing, man. That damn. Like he skips over Thanksgiving. Like he said, I don't want to see y'all till Christmas.
For real. That shit is crazy.
Anyways, moving on, we have Stephanie Vaquera versus Tiffany Stratton for the Women's Crown Jewel title. This match, I'll admit, it felt a little short, but it was short but sweet. You know what I'm saying? I think this was meant to, calm people down after the drama that overcame the Bronson Reed Roman Reigns match. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
But in any case, this match was still pretty good.
It was.
I will say this. I appreciate that it appears as though Stephanie's SVB is now a signature rather than a finisher. Just because, for me, even as good as the move looked, I really had a hard time seeing it as a finisher. Just because it just didn't look like a finisher, you know?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But in any case, into the match. This is one move that Tiffany Stratton does that honestly I don't think I'm ever gonna get tired of, where she will do a cartwheel while grabbing on to the opponent's legs, and then while doing the cartwheel, she'll then position herself to hit them with an Alabama slam.
Right. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yep. But you know,
Real.
all good things come to an end. Oh, actually, you know, there is one part that we do have to mention where Tiffany, she tried to go for a Swanton Bomb, but Stephanie got her knees up, and then she proceeded to hit Tiffany with Booker's favorite move, the Devil's Kiss. Oh yes, freaking! And you know the funny thing when it came to talking about that move is the commentary where Wade mentioned that he got in trouble. Well, but I'm pretty sure he meant in a joking way. But yeah, he got in trouble for saying anything during the Devil's Kiss. I'm assuming he was testing Booker's patience.
Right.
Anyways,
Crazy.
to close the match out, Tiffany attempted to go for the PME, but she missed. To which then Stephanie hit her corkscrew moonsault, and Stephanie Becaire is the women's crown jewel champion.
Right. Yeah, man. For real.
Now, it seems that ever since Stephanie has joined WWE, they've strapped a rocket to her back and have been shooting her to the moon. And I've been all for it because, you know, what as great as she has been, and she's been consistently great, constantly putting on great match after great match after great match. Like, I'm very pleased to see her get all this success in such a short time. Like, honestly, I honestly compare this to Kurt Angle's rookie year. If you remember everything he accomplished during that year,
Right.
where I think he won King of the Ring,
Right.
he won the European and Intercontinental title, becoming the Eurocontinental champion, and then finally he capped it all off by winning the WWE title.
Oh, yeah, man.
So,
For real.
so yeah, you know, pretty much.
Right.
Now then, bit of a interesting segment that happened before the next match, in which Paul Heyman was talking to Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, in which he gave very clear instructions for them not to interfere in Seth's match.
Right. That's crazy.
Anyways, moving on. Now, actually, before I continue, did you see Raw?
Oh, he saw the ending, and yo.
Oh, not yet. We're gonna get to that at the end of the match.
Right.
Anyways, let's get down to, honestly, the match that, in my opinion, stole the show. John Cena versus AJ Styles. Now to start things off, AJ decided to turn the clock back and wear his TNA gear. No, scratch that. Let me rephrase myself. His early TNA gear,
Yeah, son.
where he used to wear short tights and wrist tape without gloves.
Word, son.
And,
Word.
and of course, John Cena had his special intro. You know, the whole celebrating with each and every one of you, the never seen 17. You know, but
That's crazy.
he also made a special intro for AJ Styles, acknowledging first off that he was one of the leaders of the Bullet Club, and then acknowledge how great, how phenomenal he was in TNA and all that. So I thought that shit was dope.
Yeah, that's crazy, son.
Now, this match, wow. I was so blown away with this match. But you know, the biggest thing that really sold me with this match was them using other people's moves in this match. Now, as far as the moves go, let's go over them in order. To which first, John Cena gives a shout out to The Miz by hitting AJ with the skull crushing finale. And also, a side note, we gotta give, at least in my opinion, we should give a happy belated birthday to The Miz.
Right. Yes, sir. Happy belated birthday.
And then, after the skull crushing finale, AJ retaliated by hitting Sting's Scorpion Death Drop.
Right.
Then we had one. Then this honestly was a technical masterpiece that I did not expect from Cena. Anyways, first AJ Styles attempted to hit Styles' clash, but then John Cena countered with the STF. But then AJ countered his counter with the crossface. Shout out to Chris Benoit. But then Cena countered his counter with the accolade. Shout out to Rusev. But then AJ countered that counter with the Coquina Clutch. Shout out to Samoa Joe.
Yes, sir.
Then later on, AJ attempted to hit the Calf Killer. I refuse to call it the censored name that they call it now. But AJ he attempted to go for the Calf Killer. However, John Cena countered with the Walls of Jericho. Shout out to Chris Jericho, the real GOAT. But then AJ countered his counter with the Calf Killer locked in. But Cena eventually did counter with the STFU again. To which then later on Styles did hit Styles' clash, but there was a kickdown. Now, so many counters in that whole sequence. It was like, oh my god, it was so beautiful. Like something out of, honestly, like WWE All Stars with all the chain countering, man. You know,
Right.
absolutely wonderful. But then there was, in my opinion, the most emotional part of the match, where AJ Styles attempted to hit the phenomenal forearm, to which Cena countered with Sister Abigail. Shout out to Bray Wyatt. Brother, we miss you. We miss you every day, man. And then after Cena hit the move, the Fireflies came out to play. Alright, and Cena got a little emotional, but you know, I love it, man. I love it. You know, again, Bray, you know, we love you and we miss you, brother. Shout out
We love and miss you, Bray.
Shout out to the Wyatt Six.
Yes.
Anyways, back to the match. John Cena, he attempted to go for the attitude adjustment, but then Styles countered with Angel's Wings. Shout out to Christopher Daniels.
Yeah.
Then after that, Cena hit Orton, hit a draping DDT, then the RKO. Shout out to Randy Orton.
Yes, sir.
Then John Cena attempted to hit the punt, but even he can't hit it. And then AJ countered and stole Cena's move and hit the attitude adjustment.
Right. Hell yeah.
Then AJ tried to go for the 5-knuckle shuffle, but Cena countered with the choke slam of all moves. Shout out to Kane, Undertaker, and the Big Show.
Right.
Then AJ Styles hit Sweet Chin Music. Shout out to Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
And then he was finally able to hit the phenomenal forearm, but there was a kick out.
Wow.
Then Cena was able to get AJ on the shoulders, and AJ, he was fighting for dear life, to get him to get off. But Cena would not be denied. Hit the AA, but there was a kick out. Then
Yeah, it was. That was crazy too.
Yep. Then they both go to the top rope, in which Cena is trying to go for a super attitude adjustment, but Styles is able to fight out of it. And then Cena slips off the turnbuckle. And then AJ tries to go for a super crossbody, but Cena catches him and hits him with a tombstone power driver. Shout out to the Undertaker again. Then hits the attitude adjustment, and John Cena wins.
Yeah.
This match, honestly, was by far 5 stars.
Hell yeah.
Absolute cinema.
Yeah.
Like
9,000%. Hell fucking yeah.
Like, this was easily the match of the night.
Yes, sir. I ain't gonna debate you there either, my man.
Yep.
A Rainbow, for real, my God. Yo, and a lot of moves he was doing tribute, and oh my God, yo. Woo.
Yes, sir. Yes. Anyway, moving on. We had Rhea Ripley and Io Sky versus the Kabuki Warriors. Now, no offense to all 4 of them, but honestly, because of how crazy John Cena and AJ Styles match was, I actually forgot about. I forgot this match was on the card.
Oh my God.
And like, that's not even against them. Just AJ and Cena tore the house down. So to me, nothing else mattered. So I thought Cody versus Seth was about to happen.
Right.
Anyways, on to the match. You know, this was pretty cut and dry. They all came and brought it. You know.
Yeah. Right.
I like when Rhea gave a shout out to Damian Priest when she hit Razor's Edge onto Kairi Sane.
Yeah, that was crazy.
But there was one move that I did not like at all, and I really don't like when people do it. Not just the person that was doing it this time, but when it's done. Period. And that's Io. She hit a moonsault on the outside to the Kabuki Warriors. And the thing is, that move would have missed had she not had her arms spread out.
Right.
And I'm really getting tired of this, where a person will do a moonsault either from the apron to the outside, springboard to the outside, or top of the outside and do a moonsault. And the only reason why they hit any opponent is because they have their arms spread out. Like, dude, please, aim. Like, Like, I'm pretty sure y'all practiced this match long before the card. Please, you gotta aim. You know? So that your body connects with their body. Because if their arm is the only reason why the move hits, like, it just does not look effective.
Right.
Because I've seen this countless times with, in my opinion, the worst offender of it, Charlotte Flair. She did it. She does it tons of times.
Exactly. I'm like, oh my god, and her, oh my god.
And again, it's not. It's like it's not a knock on them. It's just, you know, just aim better when doing the move. So you don't have to have your arms spread out like that and whatnot. Just so you can hit somebody.
Exactly.
Now, anyways, on to the match. In the closing to the match, you know, Rhea, she was about to hit the Super Riptide onto Asuka, but then Kairi takes, tries to take one for the team, in which she then pushes Asuka out the way as Rhea comes charging, and she takes the hit for herself, which I think knocked Asuka off the apron and onto the floor. Then Rhea hits the Riptide, catches in Kairi, and she hits over the moonsault, and Rhea and Io win.
Yes, sir.
Now, as good as the match was, I can't help but feel bad for Kairi Sane, because she, despite what she did was very noble, and I give her all the credit in the world for it, still got to answer to Asuka because they lost and she got pinned.
Right.
Anyways, on to the main event. We have Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins. And, of course, this is for the Men's Crown Jewel Championship. Now, to little to no surprise of myself, Cody was facing off against Taki.
Yes.
Because once again, he brought himself back with the jacket that he took from John Witherspoon, RIP him, and then came his attire. Now, I understand the meaning behind his attire, but it doesn't erase the fact that it was tacky as all hell.
Right.
But anyways, but I did think it was interesting that Seth's attire was a mix of all the attires he wore when facing off against Cody Rhodes.
Right.
Now, when it comes to the match itself, to start things off, the crowd was all over his neck, and he couldn't really get out the blocks just because he was letting the crowd get to him and shit. He was throwing tantrums on the outside. It was crazy.
Oh yeah, for real it was, yo.
Yep. He even got mad enough to start yelling at Wade Barrett and Michael Cole.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. This shit.
Then Seth finally gets over himself, in which he argues with the ref a bit after some exchanges, and then he even mocks Cody Rhodes by hitting the Stardust.
Right.
Because he did a cartwheel and did the whole thing where he blocked his hands and then opens it up.
Right. Crazy.
And then there was another sequence where Cody attempted to hit the Crossroads, However, Seth countered and 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 committed copyright infringement, hitting Cody with his own move.
Oh yeah, I was yes.
Man, and this is always going to get on my nerves, where Seth attempted to go for the Phoenix Splash, but again, he didn't hit it. And I don't understand why they insist on having the spot if he's never going to hit it.
Right.
But, you know, it is what it is. You know, I can't stop it. But in any case, you know, he attempted the Phoenix Splash, missed. Then Cody tried to go for the Cody Cutter, but he missed that. And then Seth hit the pedigree, then the curb stomp, but Cody kicked out. And then at this point, Seth was starting to really get upset, wondering what he needed to do in order to beat Seth. I mean, in order to beat Cody. To which Cody, he then noticed the Rolex he had that Cody gave him as a gift when Cody finished his story.
Exactly.
But he essentially in that moment does not use it. This would cost him a little bit, because Cody would then hit a super kick, then hit a Cody Cutter from the top rope, then crossroads. However, Seth was able to kick out.
Right.
Now what happened next, in my opinion, really screwed Seth over, despite the outcome of the match, where Seth hit a coast to coast headbutt, and as great as the spot was, it came at a price in which, if you guys were looking carefully, Seth appeared to tweak his arm.
Right.
Now, honestly, at first I thought it was maybe a cover-up, but considering how it looked, I think it's, and also considering what happened on Raw, I think the arm injury is real.
Oh yeah.
But in any case, Seth, he actually hits the ref accidentally, sorta. Then, while the ref has his back turned, Seth then hits Cody with the Rolex, and then hits the curb stomp, and then hits a super curb stomp for good measure, and Seth Rollins finally defeats Cody Rhodes and is the men's crown jewel champion.
Yes, and my prediction was right, saying that he was going to win for this fourth time and they were fighting each other.
Yep, and I'm happy that he got the job done. But more importantly, let's talk about the injured arm. Now, in my opinion, I think the injured arm played a role in what happened on Raw, you know? That I feel it was a cover-up. And for those of y'all that don't know, the Vision might be no more, because at the end of the night, on Raw, Braun Breaker speared Seth Rollins.
Yes.
And then Bronson Reed, he was then given an ultimatum by
Breaker.
Yeah, where he told him basically either you with me or against me. And Reed was with him. To which he hit Seth with a tsunami.
Yes.
And then in that moment, once again, Paul Heyman was now stuck. Either he was with them or against them. To which he chose to be with them. So honestly, I'd say the Vision is still together, but without Seth Rollins.
Right.
Now, in my opinion, again, I'd say this is a cover-up because of what happened at Crown Jewel. And I think Seth might be legitimately injured. Now, hopefully the injury is not bad enough where he has to give up the world title. But considering what they did to him on Raw, I think he might have to. And, you know, this sucks. The Seth finally exercised a long-standing demon. And not only that, you know, he was doing some of his best work, period, you know.
Right, and also remember I told you, I feel like in one of the past, remember the contracts last month, I was like, I think the division's gonna break up sooner than later because of when he was being interviewed back at Clash in Paris when they were banned from ringside. Remember he was being interviewed and what he said?
What did he say?
It was like he don't need it when they were banned from ringside. He was interviewed backstage saying how he felt about it.
Oh yeah.
My prediction is still correct. Feels that breakup was gonna last sooner rather than later. Gonna happen sooner rather than later.
Yep, there it was.
Yes, sir.
And now, before we close things out, unfortunately, we have to end on a bit of a somber note because back to John Cena. The unfortunate thing I have to bring up is the fact that there's only four events left.
Exactly. 100%.
For this is it for Cena's career.
That's right.
There's only 4 days left.
There is.
Everybody, whether you love them or hate them, count your blessings. Enjoy this moment.
Yes, sir.
Because it's coming. And it's coming fast.
It is.
And sure, you may be a part-timer, but still, 4 days is 4 days. Not a lot.
Yes, sir.
That's not a lot at all.
Yes, sir.
And when that day comes, when it's time for its final match in December,
yes,
it's gonna be, yeah. I can't find the words.
Neither could I.
But it seems that Cena has started a bit of a chain reaction because at the Crown Jewel pre-show or something like that, or press conference, AJ Styles has announced that next year is his final year.
Yep.
That is right, ladies and gentlemen. In 2026, AJ Styles will retire. But that's not all. Samoa Joe has announced that when his contract is up with AEW, he is going to retire.
Oh, man.
And you know, the one thing that all three of these guys have in common is they're all the same age.
Oh, yeah.
They're all 48. And they're all ready to hang it up.
Exactly.
But them retiring right now is why they will never be the GOAT that is Chris Jericho. At 54, the GOAT, the real best in the world, is still out there. He's still going, being the greatest of all time that he is. Shout out to the greatest of all time, the real best in the world, the demo god, the Nueve, the king of the world, the Ayatollah of rock and roller, the champion, Chris Jericho.
The rumor has it he may come back too. I like Jericho. I Tyler didn't like him.
Yeah. You know, I keep hearing rumors, and don't get me wrong, I would love it for him to come back, but I'll believe it when I see it.
Same here.
But I will say this, considering that they mentioned the walls of Jericho instead of a Boston Crab, you know, has me optimistic. But again, I'll believe it when I see it.
That's best.
But with that being said, that's going to do it for this edition of the Contracts, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely want to thank each and every one of y'all for taking the time out of your busy schedule to come and chill with your boys. I definitely want to thank the Humble Man, as always, for coming through and his wrestling knowledge.
Hell yeah, you already know my man Costate, hell yeah. There will be right back here coming to y'all this week with the predictions for NXT Halloween Havoc.
Yes, sir. So, if y'all enjoyed this video, go hit the like button. Comment if you feel like it. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. And as always, for a Struggle Vision Productions, it's the Hitman and the Humble Man. And if you see us coming, run.